One second, Pandas. Be right back. Pandas, 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 pandas. Hope everyone's doing well, pandas. Hey, pandas. Today, we are starting a new journey. I just could not pass up this deal right now. If you go to Apex Funding, there's a link in the description. Currently, they have a 50% off code you can use. Let me put the code in the description as well. Actually, let me throw it in the chat real quick here. Hope everyone's doing amazing. Pandas, I just put a link in the description, or in the, I just put a coupon code, pin message, Apex50. if you go to the link there, you can get 50% off for a prop firm account. And I think they're new, and I believe they are new, and so they're trying to push hard and campaign. So that's why they're kind of getting aggressive with the 50% off. And the story is, I believe, with Apex Funding is that they had a bad experience with Lilu, and because of that, they're like, well, if I could make my own prop firm, this is how I'd make it. So, pandas, go ahead and check out the website there. Let me say good morning to all my pandas. You guys are rolling in. But today is the start of a new journey. We're doing the Apex evaluation, trying to get a funded account on Apex. Trey Green says, hello, I'm a day trader and I'm ready for some action. Hey, we're trying to get our bamboo today. Bill Jessa, good morning. Fellow panda. Christophe from France. Good morning. I'm not sure if I've seen your name before, Christophe. Welcome if it's your first time joining. African Wood Trader from Dubai. Hey guys, make sure you guys drop a GM in the chat and also location so we can get a good idea of what's our community like. Phil W, good morning from Toronto. Plus, I love to have new ideas of where to visit. So when I see you guys are from France or Canada, it makes me want to go there. Trader Green, I'm in the Philippines. Good morning, good morning. Richard Belmont, is that a funded account like a test? So right now, I'm going to start a new journey. This is going to be the first episode of this journey. And this journey is going to be trying to get an Apex funded account. And right now, you do an evaluation. And so, basically what's happening is they will give you a funded account. Literally, you will trade their money, not yours. But you have to pay like a monthly fee, and the thing is that they get a cut from your earnings, and the monthly fee I believe is just for the data, but basically before getting a funded account you need to do an evaluation, and the evaluation you will be able to get the funded account if you depends on which evaluation you use. And so the evaluation I'm using right now is the 150K evaluation. So if I get to pass the evaluation, then I can get a 150K funded account. So if you guys are interested in doing something like this, I pinned a message on the chat, and also there is a link in the description. So if you click that, helps out. It'll help me out a lot using that link. And also there's a coupon for Apex 50 that will give you 50% off. And so that is a deal I could not pass. So I figured why not just try it out. And then set it up yesterday. And I'm curious if I can pass this evaluation. The main thing is you can't have a drawdown of more than $5,000. And so the evaluation, basically the rules are this. You have a sim account. So right now I am trading sim, but this is for evaluation. So the sim trading is to prove that you can trade consistently. And so you need to, there's a couple rules. The rules are simple. I need to be able to make $9,000 with this account without ever having more than a $5,000 drawdown, trailing drawdown. And so what a trailing drawdown is essentially is from the highest point that your account makes, unrealized, get the highest point that your account has ever made, unrealized, and subtracted by 5,000, and that's, you cannot go lower than that. And so let's say I was in a trade like right here, and I entered right here, and the market went all the way up here, but I took my profits, let's say like right here in that reversal. All of this right here will also be counted in the trailing drawdown. And so let's say, you know, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe let's say you had like $1,000 in your unrealized gains, but you took out the profit here. You will have to actually count this $1,000 against you for your trailing drawdown. And so it's unrealized. So I might put a I may put a capture on my dashboard for the Apex evaluation. And so there's a dashboard for the Apex showing you what the drawdown is, showing you where your account balance is. And so I may do that. I still haven't set up the format yet, so I might start doing that tomorrow. But currently, yep. So here we are, day one. J-Mark asks, does your money go to your NinjaTrader account? It does if you have a trade copier. Bernadette says, good morning, Pandas. New York in the house. His house. Welcome to the stream. And so, right now we're doing the Apex evaluation. And if I can get to, and the thing is, you have to trade 10 trading days. So you have to get to the $9,000 goal with 10 trading days. And so, yep, and that's basically it. You know, you just can't go ever below $5,000 from the highest point your account has ever made unrealized gains. And so that's the tricky part because of unrealized gains. So when you're like using a runner, I mean, the runners, I think in my opinion, need to be small. And the thing is, it's like, since the drawdown is only $5,000, it's actually appropriate to treat this like, in my opinion, like a like $20,000 account because of the drawdown. And so you have to account for the amount of like mistakes you might make. And so in my opinion, I'm going to treat it like kind of like a $20,000 account and trade appropriately. So probably going to trade only up to 4 contracts. But on stream, I'm still trading 2 contracts because I need to be green every single day until I get like 5 green days in a row. But essentially, right now we're going to see if I can pass this evaluation. So welcome to my Apex evaluation journey. Glad that you guys can join us. Make sure you guys use that link in the description or in the chat. So there's no time limit. I can get to $9,000 as long as it takes. I'm thinking with the amount of contracts I'm gonna trade, I'm thinking it might take me a month to get this, a month or 2, depending on how nice the market is. I'm thinking 1 to 2 months I can get to this. The coupon code is APEX50. You can see the coupon code. I wrote it, it's the very first thing. So if you guys want to try, it helps a lot if you use the link. Of course, you don't have to use a link, but you know, if you want to support me, you can use the link. And you know, there's a coupon right now, APEX50. Richard Belmont says, the part of the trailing drawdown is kind of confusing. You get punished for the points you don't take. Is that it? Yes, that's true. You get punished for points you don't take. And that's kind of the hard part, I think, about this. Because when you have runners, the way you treat your runners, I'm going to treat it much differently. I'm going to just have a profit goal. I'm not going to try to use the swing lows because swing lows can be pretty big. So I'm just going to take profit goals and going to trade it appropriately. But the thing is, once you get a funded account, I mean, 50% off, that's pretty crazy. 50% off, I think, it's a lot, in my opinion. So, yep, Alaman Asad, I started the Apex Combine. This is the first day of it, so let's see how well I do. need to hit $9,000 before I get a $5,000 drawdown. So, uh, honestly, compared to all the other prop firms, ah, Apex is so good. It feels like a scam almost because of how good it is. I don't want to say that, I don't, I say that loosely. Of course, I don't think it's actually a scam, but I'm saying the benefits are so good. I'm thinking it's a product of competition because there's so many prop firms out there now. I'm thinking Apex is coming out because of competition, and this is what they're offering. So, I mean, the thing is, after the evaluation, the benefits are amazing. Like, after the evaluation, there's no drawdown. There's no trailing drawdown anymore. If you can get a funded account, basically you have a trailing drawdown just in the very beginning, but once you actually get a certain, once you actually grow your account, there's no more trailing down. The trailing drawdown basically becomes static. It's a static drawdown, and it's basically the original amount of the account. And so, and I believe it's like a 90%. You get 90% back from your withdrawals. So they take a 10% cut, which, if they're getting a $150,000 account just to be able to pass the evaluation, man, that's pretty nice. So, pandas, let's see how well we do here. We're gonna do this together as a community. Yeah, it looks really good. From what I heard, I believe Alamana says that that's how I kind of felt I have done Top Step and was looking at Apex, but it looked too good. And so, from what I heard, the person who made Apex, they didn't like the experience in Lilu, and they're like, man, if I could make one, this is how I'd make it. And so this is where I believe how the story was created for Apex. So competition. So hopefully this is a product of competition, right? Where now the other prop firms will have to copy Apex because, they're kind of like the first ones to do this at this like level, and so. Yep. So you have to take out whatever you withdraw and also pay taxes on that. So we're starting the evaluation here. Make sure you guys use the link in the description or the link in the pinned message. I'm gonna throw one actually in the. Let's see if I can pull one up here. Alright, pandas. So let's see if we can do this. Scalping the E mini here. Skyman says no idea what Apex is. It's basically a funded account, and so it means that they will literally let you trade their money, and they'll take a 10% cut from whatever you withdraw. And so, yeah. And so, in order to get that funded account, you need to pass an evaluation. And so, the evaluation is what we're doing right now. And the evaluation is you got to make $9,000 with a $5,000 trailing drawdown. I explained a little bit earlier if you want to know what that is. But I'll probably explain it again once we get a couple more viewers here. We do have a nice two-legged pullback off the top of this trading range. But I would like to see this kind of break above here. It's a perfect hit right now, but good signal bar. Richard Belmont, what percentage of the earnings go to your account? You get 90%. But for the evaluation, you don't get any money, right? The evaluation is just to pass. Alaman, go ahead and chat as much as you can. As long as you're giving helpful information, I do not care. In fact, I welcome people chatting on this chat. Helps the YouTube algorithm as well. So make sure you drop a GM in the chat and also location. Also, don't forget to scalp that like button. Starting from today, pandas, we are doing the Apex evaluation. And we're going to try to get that funded account. I may put on... the results. I may put the dashboard capture on this. I'm just trying to figure out how it'll look like. I don't know what I want to put, what information I really want to put onto the screen, just because I don't want to clutter the screen at all. I'm already using all four corners for information, and so I don't want to get too cluttered. But if you guys want to, Randall Stevens says Apex website is a little underwhelming. It is. It's really. They're just straightforward. You know, they just want you to get trading. And the website, when I went to, I was like, this is something like I would make on Angel Fire. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple things that I think they can improve, and you know, I'll be honest. But hey, if they're at the end, if the product is good, you know, that's all I really care about. So. Pandas. I kind of like how Apex actually like how they are focused on your more long-term trading, and so they actually don't let you withdraw. They let you withdraw only after, like, you can't just withdraw every day, and there's a limit, there's a minimum you have to withdraw. So I don't mind that. I mean, in my opinion, it's, you know, if you're not withdrawing more than a certain amount, it's not worth it anyways. Ryder Shatner asks, how many contracts are you going to trade during evaluation? During stream, I'm going to trade 2. During evaluation, I'm going to trade 4 with 1 runner. So 3 scalps, 1 runner. Panda, can you expand your chart just a bit? My chart is pretty much expanded to the max right now. I'm not sure what you want me to do in terms of expanding my chart, Richard Harris. This is pretty much like, do you want me to, like, zoom out? You want to see my channel here? Yeah, I have a channel right now. From here to here. We got a couple hits off of it. Alamanasa says, I'm hoping it's like street food. Looks a little skeezy, but it's good. Darn good. Panda, can you expand your chart just a bit? Or you want me to zoom in? Zoom in, or do you want me to zoom out? I'm not sure what expand means. Right now, this is what we got here. We have break of trend, new high. And that hit off the top of this actually ends up being a scalp here. Very interesting. I am eyeballing this right now, pandas. I am eyeballing this second entry on the daily. A, B, C. And I am looking to see a drop down to maybe the 20 EMA here. But this red line is yesterday's close. And so the second entry triggered right here. Almost a guaranteed scalp, you know, the moment it went under. And so I'm not worried about getting a scalp right there. I mean, that scalp is like, you know, pretty much guaranteed. But the runner gets stopped out really quick. So I had 10 contracts here ready to scalp this the moment it broke under, but you know, I just didn't do it. I didn't like the price action that I saw before, but the moment it broke under this, you can see it spikes down and spikes down again. You can hold a, you know, 1 point to 2 points, right? 1 to 2 or even 4 points, and in my opinion, that is, you know, good for at least 1 point here. I was thinking about 3 points, but good thing I didn't do 3 points. But I didn't even do it. I didn't do it, so I can talk all I want, but I just didn't like this price action. I didn't like how this looks like. I didn't like the fact that it was coming back up, and in order for it to break down, it had to, you know, keep going down. All right, Pandas, market just opened. Let's find those two-legged pullbacks. Let's scalp this mini. Let's get our bamboo today. Let's go, baby. Day 1 of our evaluation. Let's see how well we do. Right now we got spiking channel here. Fire under my belly right now. We're in a trading range right now on the 2K chart. This currently is in a spiking channel. But we're in the top of the trading range. And so if this breaks and traps to the upside, it's a little hard to trade this. We got 4 pushes up as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting them manually, but you can count it automatically here with the trading range. Sorry, with the two-legged pullback indicator. Just watching. No setup for us right now. You could have gone short here, but that's still a little sketchy. Failed breakout to the upside of that. Coming to the bottom of the channel here. Let's see if we can get a setup here. It'd be nice to get a setup, but if we don't get a setup, we just break below yesterday's low, then I may just trade this yesterday's low again and just look for a nice swing trade here. I might make the stop a little bit larger. I might do a 5, right? A 2 to 1 risk reward. Means I'm gonna lose 5 points, but I'm trying to gain 10 points. making a beeline to the bottom of the trading range here. Like, I feel like we can make 10 points beyond yesterday's low. It's just I don't know how we're gonna get there, right? As we already broke it here, comes back up. We're coming down to it again. It's acting like a magnet. I mean, look at this. You know, I don't know. I don't know. When I see a candle like this after a two-legged pullback, after making a new high, right? Break a trend, new high. You're thinking potential strong push down. This is the daily chart right now. By the way, if you want to know what time frame I'm using, you can just look at the top right of your screen. Top right of your screen. Pandas, let's get that evaluation. My goal is to make $9,000, and so I think I have to put up on the screen where I am on the evaluation. So I will be putting a order here if we come down here. I would like a setup to get here, but if it just goes straight down, I'm going to enter here and do a 5-point stop loss here. I might do a scale-in trade, one scale-in trade. This is yesterday's low, and so if we hit it, I'm thinking we're going to come down and we're going to make a nice swing trade, but we'll see here. I don't like the setup right now as it is because it's going straight down. I would like to be able to get in with a small pullback. I would like a nice setup to get in here, but because of yesterday's, because of the daily, how it looks like, I'm going to try to take a risk here and see how far, if I can swing this trade here. It's a little unconventional me doing this, but I am trading a two-legged pullback, and it's a two-legged pullback on the daily. And that's what I'm trading right now. I'm actually trading the two-legged pullback on the daily. I'm in this trade. I have a 4-point stop loss right now. I'm going to do a 5-point stop loss, and we're going to get 10 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's share 4650. 4650. 5650. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to go. Can't count. Can't subtract. Here we go. This is what we're gonna go for. If I get stung here, it's fine. I think it's worth it. Seeing the daily chart. I may do one scale in here and just take the scale in hit. So I may actually expand this stop loss to get a scale in, one scale in here, if it comes above here. Or it may just double bottom off here and just reverse, and I'll take that hit. That's fine. I think it's worth this trade. If we get a two-legged pullback, I may scale in the two-legged pullback here. But I'm going to take this swing trade here on a daily. And if I get hit, it's minus 500, but it's okay. I'm trying to get 1,000. Let's hope we get a good start to our evaluation here. I don't know, pandas. It's not acting like I want it to. It's kind of disappointing. I would like it just to break down and just tumble down here. That'd be amazing. Okay, we got a nice little push down right there. At least we're in the green. We're going to shoot for 10 points here. See if we can get it. I may want to do a break even now, but I'm going to just hold this. I think I'm just going to hold this. Stop loss. I'll like a couple legs down before I make it to break even so I can get some buffer here. But of course, really depends on the price action. It's hitting the bottom of a trading range, as you can see here. And it could be bouncing this trading range until all day and then finally break down a little bit later. I don't know how it's going to get down here, but I do feel like it will get down here sooner or later. It's a strong bull bar ending near its high. You don't want to see that if you're short. But sitting on my pause here, just gonna wait a little bit. Let this Let this work a little bit, the 20 EMA. I'm gonna see how it reacts to 20 EMA, maybe adjust, but I don't like that strong bull bar ending near its high on the bottom of a trading range as well. As you can see by the trading range indicator on the 2K chart. I don't like that, but I think it's worth just holding this for a little bit, pandas, just to see if we can get a 10-point swing here. And if we can't, it is what it is. In my mind, the risk was worth it. And just seeing the daily chart, seeing how it looks like, I feel like it could get down there, but you know, we shall see. Right, that's not what you want to see. Like, this is bad price action. Right, when we had that break, it might look like a double bottom, maybe coming back to the top of the trading range. It could be looking for that, and it is what it is, pandas. I'll take my $500 hit, and I'm completely okay with that because of the potential of the 10 points here, and I'm completely okay if this hits my stop. You know, $500 loss, it's okay. It is what it is. Just watching, just watching. Being patient here. Just watching. Looks like it's trying to stop me out. Man, I like that. I mean, I like the fact that we could have gone down here, but it is what it is. I'll probably get stopped out here. Strong push up, maybe back to the top of the trading range. I mean, we're breaking above the 20 EMA now. That the 20 EMA will give us some resistance, but it's all good, pandas. We'll take this hit. Bottom of the trading range. I wanted nice 10-point swing if we could have got it, but it's all good, pandas. I'll take that hit. After I saw this strong bull bar ending near tie, I was like, looks sketchy, looks sketchy. But got hit. $500 loss. It's all good, pandas. We'll get the next one, pandas. I thought it would be worth just taking that risk there, and it's all good. It's a 5-point risk for a 10-point reward, and it's all good. I mean, the bottom of the trading range. Yeah, I mean, hitting it back again. I just thought it could be the push down that we needed, but it's all good, pandas. We'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. You guys are okay, just chilling. No risk on your part watching me trade. Thinking about coming back to the top of the trading range here. Big push up, big push down, big push up. Bottom of the training range to the top of the training range. This is why I just take my 5-point stop loss. You know, I just take it. Take it on the chin, and it is what it is. Big push down. Gonna keep an eye on this trend line here. Big push up here. It got me. I mean, I had like what, just 2 points solid here, but I mean, I was looking for 10. Strong push up. It's never good to start, but pandas, I mean, when I trade off stream, I think it's fine. Making a triangle here actually right now. See this triangle last. Bottom of the trading range could have been for me the place where I should, like in my mind, like it's gonna be very hard to go long once we break yesterday's low again. It just was not something that I would want to do even. Just in my mind, because on the daily, you know, when you have a two-legged pullback, typically makes 10 points, you know, scalp. If it doesn't, then you'll see these traps here, right? This trap here, this trap here, this trap here, but you know, the traps on the daily are set to 10 points. So the magenta box comes if it doesn't make 10 points beyond the second entry. So technically I traded a two-legged pullback. Technically, I did. Trying to get 10 points off of this, but bounced right off of it and coming back to the top of the trading range here on the trading range indicator. Right, this solid green line, solid red line. Breaking above the triangle now. Absolute reversal off of yesterday's low, which is why I'm glad I just got out when I did. But pandas, I'm excited about this valuation. I'm excited. Sometimes I think these things are worth it, you know, like two-legged pullback on the dailies. I liked it. I'll just take the hit, you know, 2-to-1 risk ratio. And it is what it is. This is the first pullback. This 2K chart, this has been one leg up. Absolutely incredible. Straight back to the top of the trading range, actually breaking above it. Right now, I'm not thinking uptrend or downtrend. I'm just thinking trading range, and it's a little difficult to trade in my opinion. I mean, this is an uptrend, and if you have a, you know, a trend line, it looks like this. It's just breakout to the upside. And so this is all it is right now, and hard to trade for me, in my opinion. Now we're resting above, right, the trading range indicator, right, bouncing off the top of it. where the resistance is acting as support. Also above the triangle, right? So we have this channel that we had a definitive hit right here, bouncing to the bottom. Doesn't come back to the bottom of the channel, and comes back to the top here, creating a double bottom here. The question is, are we on a strong uptrend, or are we going to be in a trading range? Right now we're thinking uptrend because our short term is giving us the uptrend right now, but we must focus on the left of the chart. We see all this price action. You know, we're just going over this price action and it's just a trading range. It might be even worth taking this second entry short here, top of this trading range. Terrible signal bar though. I might do like one contract scale in one time and then see if we can get to the bottom of the trading range. That could be a possible trade here. But I'm looking at the 10K chart right now and seeing that there's actually trading range on the 10K chart forming. And I would like to hit the top of the 10K trading range. That would be a better trade for me, but I'm not sure. Not sure if we're gonna get there. Trading range expands on the 2K chart with that hit. Ooh. This short here, top of the trading range. Taking it with one contract. Could be worth. Could be worth. Two-legged pullback off the top of the trading range here. I already scalped a point, so I'm not gonna go in one contract right there. I would just scalped out. You're thinking back to the bottom of the trading range, which is down here again. Also two-legged pullback. A, B, C, two-legged pullback off 20 EMA potential here. So what are you gonna do here, pandas? Like, what are you thinking? You're seeing yourself in a trading range, yet you see a two-legged pullback forming on a strong breakout. You know, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go long here, pandas? Give me a 1 if you want to go long off of the 20 EMA. Give me a 2 if you're gonna skip it. Give me a 3 if you're gonna take the trap trade back to the bottom of the channel, or bottom of the trading range. This is a two-legged pullback off of the 20 EMA on the 2K chart. Good signal bar, decent signal bar. Terrible, not so good anymore. Ended not so good. Two-legged pullback potentially here off on the 2000 tick chart. Give me a 1 in chat if you're gonna take that. Give me a 2 if you're gonna skip. Give me a 3 if you're gonna take the trap trade. Still a two-legged pullback off of the 20 EMA here. Terrible signal bar. Terrible signal bar here. I may take a trap here to the downside if we get a trap. Balancing off the top of the trading range. Trying to get a trap to the downside here. Trying to use the trading range to our advantage here if we can get the trap trade. And again, if I get hit, I get hit. It's all good. Blood Tiger says 4. What's the fourth option? What are we doing for 4? Trap, trap? You're gonna take the trap of the trap? Creating a little teeny inside bar here on the 2000 tick chart. It's a really small inside bar. Or maybe not, spoke too soon. Actually triggers a second entry. Strong bull bar ending near its high. Giving some credence for it to go up even higher. I'll probably take this trap here. Seeing that we're most likely in a trading range, in my opinion. But it really just depends here. Okay, makes the point. Makes a scalp, two-legged pullback off 20 MA. So that makes me think that we're not going to hit the bottom of this trading range anymore because this is doing something it should not have done in a trading range, right? If this is a trading range, then what should have done is that this should have reversed and come back down here. I mean, it could still be a failed second entry, but the fact that it made a scalp right there makes me concerned to go short. Because if you're making a point, if bulls are making a point here off the 20 MA like that, you know, it makes me think that the bulls have control here. So congrats for anyone who took that two-legged pullback. Phil W got that second entry long. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I saw some credence in there when it had a strong bull bar ending near its high. That kind of gave it more probability to make a point if you can get a small little, you know, pullback. $10,000 tick chart right now. Looks like it's trying to hit the top of the trading range on 10,000 tick. Unsure though. The only way I would really go short here is if we get a two-legged move like this. This is my only other trade, two-legged move, make a new high or attempt a new high. Then two-legged pullback here with a failed second entry long. That's my only setup right now to go short, right here. This is my only setup to go short. If all of this happens, we get two pushes up, makes a new high. And then two-legged pullback, failed. Second entry long. That would be my only setup, really. It has to be below the 20 MA. A lot of things have to happen for me to get that trade. But just sitting on my paws right now. Just watching. Geo leaving us a little early. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Try to break up again. I need a second push up here. Can't go short here right now on that first entry. Even with a good signal bar like that. It's just too much going on telling me that there's bulls in control. But we are hitting this. Like, we couldn't actually break above this, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits right here. Pretty incredible. That trading range indicator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. All in that one spot. But it is a first entry. Not looking for the first entry right now. It's a first entry, also first pullback. Depends on which way you're counting. Richard Belmont says, that was a hard hit, your first trade, but I think you can do it. It's completely okay. Minus 500. No problem. No problem. Minus 500 is absolutely nothing. I think it was worth it, especially if you think it was worth it. I think it was completely worth it. Taking that break here again. Looking for 10 points. Happens so often, so. Terminal asks, looks like you're swing trading more. Do you have more success with that rather than just scalp? It's almost the same thing. Almost the same thing. With any edge, you know, you pretty much almost get the same, pretty much same results, in my opinion. You know, you just, in scalping, you have higher probability. In swing trading, lower probability, but better risk reward. And so that's just, that's just the name of the game. At the end, all strategies kind of have like a slight edge. And if you have like a more than like a slight edge, then, something's wrong. The market will catch up to you. Pandas, we might get my setup. I mean, we got our 2 pushes up. 2 pushes up, right? Telling us that this attempt, right, to continue this uptrend is done. Right, 2-legged move. Then another 2-legged move. Fails to go long. Trap trade. That will be my setup here. That'd be nice if we can get that. But unsure. And I'll probably swing that if that happens. Like, I'll swing it. I'll definitely swing that trade. Maybe to the bottom of the trading range. Maybe 10 points below yesterday's low. Still waiting, right, for the pullback here. Clearly above the 20 MA. It looks good for an uptrend right now. Ryan Shatner says, swing trading has been much better for me personally. I kept getting chopped up scalping. Yeah, scalping, either you chop up or you get chopped up, really. It's the name of the game. Either you get chopped up by other scalpers or you're chopping those scalpers up. We got our new high. Nice uptrend right now. 10K chart, hit the top of the trading range on the 10K. Okay, we triggered our second entry here. I don't know if this trap will trigger. I mean, we made our new high here. Almost want to go in with one contract right there, but I'll sit on my pause until we get our setup here. So we made our new high now. New high is made. Let's see if we get this set up. Second entry long. Fail second entry long. I'm not sure if we're going to get this set up though. We got our 2 pushes up to make that new high. Trading range here at the moment. Very curious to see what's going to happen here. In my opinion, this is where we should get the reversal. If this trading range is true, and if this trend is done, then this is where we should be getting our reversal. We should be getting it here. Second pullback triggers here. We might get the setup I'm looking for. Get 4 pushes up actually. That'd be pretty incredible as well. L4 setup. We'll be trying to swing this to the bottom of the channel here. If we get the setup I drew out, way back here. Once this made a point, I drew out this pattern here for a while now. I'm waiting if it's going to happen. I mentioned it's gonna be a lot of price action for it to happen, but it's happening. So let's see what happens. Top of the trading range. Now we're below the 20 MA, which is beautiful. Let's see if we get failed second entry long though, pandas. It might be aggressive. It might just crash down now here. Well, let's see if we can get an entry with our second entry, failed second entry long here. It'd be nice if we can get that. I'll be swinging it to the bottom of the channel here, or bottom of the trading range if we can get it. The appropriate swing stop is up here, pandas. So if you can't risk it, don't do it. Do not copy my trades. We will need the second entry trigger here in order for us to enter the trap. Looks like the market's not being kind though. It might go on without us. It looks like it wants to go on without us. If it breaks this low, it's probably going to just crash down here again. It looks like it's going to go without us, pandas. Unfortunately. That's a shame. That's unfortunate. I would love to be able to get in this trade if I can, but a little difficult now. I spoke too soon. It might get a trap now. Very interesting. What it did right there was bounce off the 20 MA on the 10K chart. That's what that little bounce was. But I'm still not sure if we're going to get our trap here. It'd be nice if we get the trap. I'll take the outside bar trap reversal back to the bottom of the trading range. That's the most obvious thing to me. Let's see if we get it though. I needed to break above the previous candle's high in order to trigger that second entry. And that's what I would like. But it looks like it's going to go without us, pandas. I don't think it's going to give us an entry here. Unfortunately, that's what it is. That's the name of the game. Name of the game. Getting a little choppy now. 1, 2, 3 bars in a row, overlapping. Still hasn't broken a previous candle's high. We're waiting for a trap trade here, pandas, to get back to the bottom of this channel, or this trading range. Keep calling it channel. Alright, pandas, I'm ready to trade. Mrs. Panda just dropped up some panda treats. I am ready to trade. I'm ready to take this challenge on. Little teeny bars right here. Man, that's like a 1.5 points of range. Getting choppy right now. I'm still interested in the trap though. It'd be nice if we can get that trap, but it's failing to break a previous candle's high, pandas, and it's gonna go without us. I'm getting a little bit of FOMO here, but it's all good because no setup and it's going on without us. It's all good, pandas. No setup for us. This is what I wanted. I just wanted it to break above so we can get that trap trade, so we can take it back to the bottom of the trading range here. But pandas, all good. It is what it is. No setup for us. Since there's no setup, what can you do? It is what it is. Mrs. Panda just dropped up some bamboo for us. I'm telling you guys, if you guys have not got Honeycrisp apple yet this season, go get it. It's actually amazing. That was very interesting movement. The moment it broke up, it reversed. I'm gonna take this trap trade. The outside bar reversal though, absolutely incredible. Outside bar reversal. Strong bull bar ending near its high. Pushing up here. Let's see if traders are coming out break even. Nope, they're not coming out break even. As you can see, it broke above here. So all those traders who should have come out break even, scared that this was going to reverse, no longer scared. Still have a trap trade here, Pan. That's a very interesting trap trade. It's a trap until yep, the 50s. It is a perfect scalp trap now. No longer interested in this trade. Absolute scalp. How tricky was that? The moment it entered, it actually comes down and breaks the previous candle's low. Outside bar reversal, trap trade. And so immediately reverses after that as well. That is so tricky, right? Because it trapped those people out, trapped these people out, and now it's actually going up. So it trapped all these traders out. Absolutely incredible. James Messer Smith? Messer Smith? Right now I'm doing an evaluation and I'm down 500. I took a trade here hoping to get a nice little swing trade, but unfortunately got hit. It's all good, Pandas. We're just hovering here right now, Pandas. I was kind of thinking about these trades here. I was thinking about this one, but I wanted the trap trade, as you guys know. I wanted the trap trade to go short, even though we're top of the trading range. I could have gone in one contract here, maybe. Could have gone one contract here, made a point. One contract here, make a point. Could have came in with a couple 1 point contract scalps. By the way, most of you guys think it's going to be a trading range day today. Keep forgetting to end this poll. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Also, Pandas, if you guys don't know, as you guys are rolling in, I'm Buy Buy Money. Today is the first day I'm beginning an Apex evaluation to get an Apex funded account. If you don't know what that is, basically, right now I'm doing evaluation period in order to get a funded account from Apex, and I'm aiming for a $150,000 K account, 150K account, and in order to get that funded account, you have to pass an evaluation. The evaluation begins, you have a starting capital of $150,000, and if you can get $9,000 before hitting a $5,000 drawdown, trailing drawdown, then you get a funded account. And you have to do it for more than 10 days. And so once I get $9,000, I can get a funded account. But the trailing drawdown is $5,000. So that means at the highest point, that your account reaches, even if it's unrealized gains, right? You can't go below that with $5,000. So even unrealized gains you have to account for. Apex, what's the margin requirement for each contract? Well, they give you 150K and they give you 17 contracts to trade. So it's about one contract per $10,000, which is pretty typical. So this is day one of my evaluation, and it's not doing. I'm not doing so well. Minus $500, but it's all good, pandas. I think I'm gonna start putting capture on the account total so you can see, you know, where I am with the evaluation. Makes only makes sense to me to do that. I love this bamboo. This bamboo is so good. Pandas, if you guys are interested in this funded account, there is currently a 50% off coupon. Apex 50, you can see it in the pinned message. If you'd like to support me, you can use my affiliate link. Ooh, two-legged pullback down to the downside. I'm almost liking this two-legged pullback here. Second entry short. Oh, I'm gonna take this trade, pandas, if I can get to it. Almost want to swing it to the bottom of the trading range here. Let's go, baby. I'll take that though. Let's just get a winner. I wanted to swing that. I should have done a runner. I don't know why I didn't do a runner. I should have done a scalp runner. Let's go, baby. Should have done a scalp runner on that. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I didn't do that. I just scalped 2 contracts. I think I was stuck in my mind to swing trade the 2 contracts in the bottom. It was a 2-legged pullback Pikachu trade. I like that on a downtrend. A, B, C. We broke trend here, but we're looking for a new low, if anything. Let's go, baby. Still down 400, but it's all good. We'll make it up. Falcon 1 asks, do you lose your money if you fail the evaluation? You pay a monthly fee for the evaluation period. And if you can pass the evaluation, then you can get to a funded account where I believe you just have to pay for the market. The market data. Commission fees count in funded accounts? Of course. All commissions are calculated. Even the evaluation period, the commissions are calculated. So right now, for the evaluation period, is actually sim trading. I'm sim trading right now. But the sim trading costs money because I'm paying a monthly fee right now in order to pass it. And so the quicker I can do this, the less money I burn with the evaluations, and so I can hurry up and get a funded account. So they ask, you know, if you get a funded account. Horishi Chelovek asks, how about commissions if you pass? What do they charge? If you get a funded account, they take 10% cut. So you keep 90% of your money when you withdraw, which is pretty good. So again, if you guys are interested, go ahead and use the affiliate link in the pinned message or in the description below. There is a coupon right now for Apex 50%, 50% off. James Masterman asks, are they legit? The rules seem almost too good to be true. What step challenge and $80 resets? Do they have any withdrawal proof to traders? They seem legit, in my opinion. But hey, I think you know, at the end, You know what? My runner would still be good here, I think. She tries to come up and hit the runner. Let's come back to the bottom of the trading range again. Potentially, you know, teasing me to get that 10-point swing to try one more time. I'm only going to take the 10-point swing if I get a good setup in the area here. I'm not going to just take it off of the yesterday's low. I'm going to get a good setup and I'll take it. But otherwise, I'm going to sit in my pause. $10K chart to like a pullback off the bottom of the trading range here. But see, we're below the 20 EMA now. See how the 5-minute looks like. 5-minute looks very, very choppy, undecided on what it wants to do. 2000 tick chart creating a L4 setup here, which means that his 4 pushes down. This bamboo is amazing, pandas. Getting another trap here. Sitting on my pause. Till like a pullback. A, B, C. Took that trade. Good signal bar. Below the 20 EMA. Could have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points off of that. Almost. 4.5 points. Just watching. Yesterday's low is definitely a point of interest. I'm just saying it's going to continue to be a point of interest, in my opinion. But hitting the top of the trading range, back to the bottom of the trading range. This triangle is no longer valid. I'm going to keep this. It might be a support here. Failed breakout of this downtrend. This is a trap trade here, pandas. That is a trap trade. Let me draw this trend line. This channel here. It's a perfect scalp trap, but regardless, still a trap. Angelo Fetcher asks, where did you learn trading? Al Brooks. Yeah, Al Brooks and Mac from Price Action Trading System. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Thanks for joining me on my evaluation journey here as I'm trying to get a funded account on Apex. Coming back to the top of this channel here. Runner would definitely got stopped out now, so not feeling too bad about that. Olamina said that Angel Fire feel of that website for Apex funding trading. It is a I'm not gonna lie, they didn't put much money into the aesthetics of the website, but I would say if the product is good, I could care less how the website looks like. It's just a little concerning. The rules are really good. I mean, if Apex, you know, like I'm trying it out, you know, I'm putting my actual money in it, so let's see if it happens. Trade at your own risk. But if you are interested, you know, you can use the link in the description or the pinned message. Also, there's a coupon code APEX50. Get your own funded account. And so for all the people who are like, oh, he's fake, like he's not trading for real and all. And when he trades off stream, he always makes so much money, right? This is what the funded account is gonna basically get rid of all of that. Right? It tracks everything. It tracks everything. So. All the haters, all the skeptics, if they still think this is, if this is not legit, there's nothing you can do. $10K chart, 5-minute chart, showing a trap right now. Boy, oh boy, boy. I'll take that. I'll take that for a swing. I'll take this trap for a swing. 10K chart, 5-minute chart, exact same area. Actually, the 5-minute chart is a little lower. It's at the 45.64. 45.60. Okay. Oh, trap trade on 10K chart. I'm gonna take this trade, pandas. I'm taking this trade. Trap trade on a 10K chart. Looking to get a strong push down here. Most likely trying to get, well, maybe get 2 points to risk. 2-to-1 risk ratio. I'm putting it here because a 5-minute, basically the trap will trigger if it hits this. So I'm just going to place it here. Coach Mose asks, what if you don't do it in 10 days? It's not that you have to do it in 10 days. You can take as long as you want. But you have to at least trade for 10 trading days. Because they want to make sure you're not just hitting it in one, because since you can do account resets, you can just do one trade and hopefully you can just hit your $9,000 on one trade, which is very possible with the amount of contracts they give you. And if you don't hit it, just reset your account and start over. And they want to make sure in 10 days you can do that. So you have to trade at least for 10 days. Not in a row either. You can just trade 10 days whenever. Falcon 1 asks, have you ever tried a mocha pot? I have. Actually, before we got our espresso machine, we used to use mocha pot, which was pretty good. Angelo Fetcher says, I got the Albrox course and I want to get into trading. I was wondering about your journey and is it really possible to live only from trading? I'm asking because I'm somehow doubtful. I do believe there are traders out there who trade for a living. Uriel Coin asks, if you're using Apex, are you able to trade with NinjaTrader? Yes, you can. I believe you can use like almost every platform, but their preferred platform is NinjaTrader. So this is done, and so if this triggers here, I'm gonna hold this and see if we can get a nice little swing down off of this. This is a trap trade here. The only problem is in the bottom of the trading range, which I don't like to trade short into, but I'm gonna take this because we broke yesterday's low. So I'm thinking if we're gonna break yesterday's low, we're gonna make 10 points below this low sometime today. J80 says, you guys trying Apex? Let's go, baby. We're in this trade. Yes, we're trying Apex right now. We can do a 2-to-1, which is a reasonable trade here, which will get us all the way to down here. But let's see if we can just get... I might just do a 1-to-1 here. A 1-to-1 ends right here. We do get a nice scalp right away off of that trap, but I'm gonna hold this for a little bit just because I like the area where it's in. It's challenging this again, and for me, that's a strong case that we might make our scalp here. But you know, we do have to worry about this, right? We do have this resistance here. I want this bar to finish before I consider doing anything. I want this bar to finish before I consider moving my stop or changing anything up. I want this bar to actually finish here. This is a 1-to-1 risk ratio right now. Looking for that trap trade on the 10K chart. Looking to get a nice swing here. Just watching, just watching. Of course, I would like this to push down harder. It's being a little stingy. Coming all the way back up to my break even. But I'm gonna wait for this candle to finish. Like, I want this candle to finish before making adjustments to my order. Ariel asks, let's say I earn $5,000, how much I have to myself. If you get a funded account, you keep 90% of whatever you withdraw. And so you can make, you know, $5,000, but it's not until you withdraw it, they're going to take it out. So you can keep building on top of that, you know, your gains. But, yeah. I would like it much better if this candle ended, like, stronger bearish. You know, of course, that's what I would like, but yeah, I want to see if there's some follow through here. I'm not gonna adjust anything right now. Just gonna keep it as it is. Since this is a swing trade, you have to keep your stop appropriate and let it just marinate. Let it work. Let it work for you. I want this to go lower, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. I'm just gonna hold this swing trade though. Yeah, I'm not worried if it hits my stop. It is what it is. Not move on, but You gotta, in my opinion, take the swing trade as a swing. If you get stopped, it is what it is. I mean, we could just be trading range, bottom of the trading range, come back to the top of the trading range. I could just be trying to go short into the bottom of the trading range here, marked by the trading range indicator. But just saw a trap trade, hopefully to get some sort of swing trade here, but market is not giving us our swing trades right now. It could be because I'm trying to swing in a, you know, trading range type day, and it is what it is, you know, but like you almost want to go long here to the back of the top of the trading range from the way this is looking. Like you almost want to go long now and just like get back to the top of the trading range. That's how this feels like, at least. Big reversal bar. Thinking maybe get back to the top of the trading range here. Most likely gonna stop me out. Sitting on my pause here. Again, every trade I take, I'm willing to take the stop loss. I'm trading only 2 contracts, which is like nothing to me. And so, especially with this funded account, I mean, 2 contracts is really nothing. So taking that 5-point hit, whatever this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-point hit, it's completely okay with that. And it is what it is. But in my opinion, I think it's worth trying to swing this. And let's see if we get it though. Just waiting. Let's see if my diamond pause made this trade worth it. Looking for a 1-to-1 right now. Let's see if we can get a 1-to-1 risk reward here. Be nice if we could. Just holding on to this trade. Completely okay with getting hit here. Under the 28 MA now. The bottom of the trading range is my only concern here. It might come back to the top of the trading range. It's really my only concern. But I'm completely okay with getting hit here. Just watching it. Let it play out. Just swing trading this. Curious to see if I can make this, at least this 1-to-1 here. In my opinion, like if you can't get a 1-to-1 on a swing trade, then you know it's not worth it. The swing trade's not worth it. So let's see if we can get the 1-to-1. If we can't, all good, pandas. Moving on to the next trade. Just watching, just watching. Just watching here. Still sitting on my paws, still in the swing trade. The 2K actually a decent setup though. 2K tries a Pikachu breaking out here. It's making me worried a little bit. Making me feel like I should enter long here actually. If I saw this setup, that's a nice setup to go long in my opinion. Knowing that, should I reverse this trade? My stubborn little paws. I'm just gonna keep this. I'll get hit. Trading a 10K as a 10K. The 2K though, man, that's a nice setup to go long in my opinion. If I saw this, I mean, I'm seeing it right now. Thinking about entering long here. Maybe nullifying some of this. Maybe come out break even and go long there if it does happen. Break even, go long. Or just sit on my pause. 20 EMA acting as a type of resistance here right now. But it looks weak, right? Every time it does try to, it is trying to push up every single time off the bottom of this trading range. I could have came out break even many times now, pandas. But maybe it's smart if I just come out break even. I want to see this trap trigger. If this trap triggers, then I think we're in good position here. I want to see this trap trigger here. Trap triggered. Reversing. I almost want to put break even right here. Just to protect my capital. I don't wanna. I just came up break even. I held it for so long, and I just came up break even. It's all good, pandas. I just didn't like how that looked like, but we're still under the 20 MA with that trap. And I mean, it might make my target now after the second trap here, but it's all good, pandas. It was just too long, taking too long, and I didn't like it. So it came out break even. It's all good, pandas. Let's go, baby. And we still make a little profit, very little profit, but it is what it is. I just didn't like how we were bouncing off of the bottom of this trading range. I didn't like that. Chester Bean, the top left of the screen, if you look at it, you can see all the rules. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed in that trade, but it's just getting too choppy for me now. I like how we're under the 20 MA like this. You know, that's a good sign to go short, but I mean, it might hit my target now. I was up here. I just didn't like how it came down. It's hard to come back up. It's already disappointing, this trap. The H4 setup, basically. This is an H4. 4 pushes down the bottom of the trading range. It's just confusing, in my opinion. Still regretting maybe getting out of that trade, but it's all good. I'll move on to the next trade, pandas. I mean, I thought that was good, a good swing trade. It started off very well and then reversed and actually kind of poke up, which is concerning to me. The fact that the bulls are able to push us back up here. Did not like that trade. It's getting way too choppy now. Also on the 5 minute. This is how the 5 minute looks like. A little too choppy for me. Yeah, pandas, I'm just not sure. I mean, this could just flush down now, and I could just prematurely got out of my trade. But, you know, it's all good, pandas. I'm completely okay missing this now. Let's go back to the 2000 tick chart. 2000 tick chart is also a little choppy here. We have a two-legged pullback on the 2K chart, but too much overlap here. 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars. Very hard to tell what's going to happen here. So just getting out of the trade, resetting, move on to the next trade. Phil W says, I feel I have to comment that you seem to be looking for larger swing trades and maybe should step back to what you were successful at when you were trading 5 contracts and scalping out. You know, the thing is, pandas, like if I just scalped that out, like even 2 points, I could have scalped out there. But I was looking for a big swing trade because of the setup here. And in my opinion, it's not worth taking that swing trade unless you wait for your profit target. And I wanted to wait for it, but this is just way too choppy and it's getting 50-50. So if I just scalped out, I could have scalped out right there. Maybe runner. A scalp with runner. Maybe I should just do that. Go back to my runner setup here. I could have scalped out 2 points easily right there, but yeah, maybe I got a little... I don't know if the word greedy is the right word to use, but the strategy I was using maybe not been appropriate for this. But, you know, because we're in a trading range, maybe not try to swing at the bottom of the trading range. Maybe that was my mistake. Because we are in a trading range, even though we have a trap trade here. but it's just too choppy. Yeah, Phil W. I mean, I feel you. No, I get it. I mean, right now I'm only trading 2 contracts because on stream I've been red every single day on stream. So it's like in my mind, why would I risk 5 contracts if I'm red every single day on stream? Something on the stream is like giving me some stress that I cannot read the market clearly. You know, either FOMO or trying to get into trades, or feeling pressure to get into trades, and just reading it poorly. So right now I'm just trading 2 contracts. So definitely could have just made 2 points there and just been okay with that. But my original plan was to swing trade that, and so that's why I wanted to hold it for the swing trade. But even right now, it's like, what's happening here? I don't know. It's just way too choppy. 5 minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars, potential 7 overlapping bars in a row. Still under the 20 EMA, as you can see, right, very clearly. Right, under the 20 EMA, also on a 10K chart, very clearly. But we're also basically bouncing off the bottom of the trading range on the trading range indicator. By the way, if you want information on either of the 2-legged pullback indicator or the trading range indicator, you can go to the official website at www.2leggedpullback.com. Also, if you guys are just joining, make sure you scalp that like button. And welcome to day 1 of our evaluation for Apex. I'm at negative 375. I think I'm gonna start putting a capture on my dashboard so you guys can track along here. Bottom of trading range expands actually. Still very difficult to see what's going to happen here. I'm going to have to wait for this to just resolve. Way too choppy. Pandas, hope you guys are doing well. Hey pandas, it's time, I gotta go. But hey, join me again tomorrow as I continue this journey in my evaluation. Let's get that funded account on Apex. $150,000, that's the most I would ever trade with. And so pandas, I hope you guys are doing well. Trade safe, everybody. And as always, happy trading. God bless. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.